Why does this keep happening to me?
Well shit, I guess it's a tradition now that as soon as I make update-specific videos, a new patch will come out to immediately nullify all of the information in those videos, eh? Unfortunately, I had completely written and I was halfway through animating this final episode when 708 came out, so bear with me. Luckily, 708 didn't really hit too many of the last heroes too hard, but if some of the info's a bit off, sorry about that. It's a weird power that I now hold. Guys, whenever you are getting frustrated with 708, send me a message on Twitter or something. I'll release my only way to play 708 guide, and 2 days later we'll have 709. It's a foolproof system.
Another subject for the Wraith King.
Meteor Hammer now has a 28-second cooldown. It used to be 40. Now let's talk about every way Meteor Hammer is the greatest item for Nyx Assassin in the history of forever. Nyx Assassin was supposed to get a carry version of an only way to play, right? We might have to keep putting that on hold. Now excuse me while I gush. Nyx builds Dagons, this is a fact of life, it's arguably not the best build in the world, and it's sort of frowned upon by a lot of people. I'm on the fence about it. Sure, it lets you really snowball if you get the chance to start racking up kills early. It costs 2,750 gold, deals 400 damage at level 1, and gives 3 strength, 3 energy, and 18 int. It gives no real mana regen, so you have to supplement it using, another form of mana regen to sustain it. But overall, it's a pretty good item on Nyx. It was the best item for Burst last patch, and these days, I wouldn't be caught dead buying it. Because Meteor Hammer does all the same things better. It costs a comparable, and in fact cheaper, 2,625 gold, deals 690 damage instead of 400, gives 12 strength and int, and unlike Dagon, gives 4 HP regen and 1.5 mana regen to compensate for the cost, which is, not expensive at all. The one downside, the channel time, is nearly completely worked around by Nyx's kit. Nyx's Impale is a 2.8 second start with 0 backswing, meaning that all up, while there is a window of time in between Impales and Meteor Hammer stun, that window of time is theoretically just 0.2 seconds. You can activate a BKB in that time, that's true, but there's ways around that. You can actually use Impale's travel time to your advantage. If you forego the damage from Vendetta to guarantee a more reliable disable, if you just stand right on Impale and Meteor Hammer's cast range and cast Impale, and immediately Meteor Hammer, the 0.2 seconds of being not stunned is actually before Impale, because there's a travel time, which means that that reaction time is before they knew you were even there. They have 0.2 seconds to both realize you are there, and then react and blink or BKB or in any way save themselves. But if you impale from melee range, they will have 2.8 seconds to realize you're there, prepared to escape, and then 0.2 seconds simply to use that escape. It also works for when you try to go alpha and just stand there channeling Meteor Hammer right in the middle of a team fight, which I'm all for. There are very few stuns that don't also do damage, so you're actively forcing the enemy to hurt you to stop the channel. So just have Spike Carapace on when you do it. Either they get stunned, or they stop you, and they get stunned. And of course you can cast Vendetta during the channel without breaking it, and it doesn't give off particles, so the enemy can never quite know if you're invis and running away, or invis and killing them. It even works with Burrow without even breaking it. If you want my guide on OD, just rewatch the next vid. And then again, go Meteor Hammer. It's awesome for pushing, which OD cannot do. It's also good with the Astral, but it's not the thing that I'd buy it for. It's just an added bonus. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, aren't I? Meteor Hammer all the time. As I said, you can use it during Dive and Sunray, and because Phoenix can't push like OD, Meteor Hammer supplements that. How about we just commit? Let's just go Meteor Hammer on everyone. Shit, dude, if you're planning on speed running a Dota game, Meteor Hammer Pugna is probably the way to go about it, eh? Something weird has happened in Dota 2 recently. My Super Tidehunter build is actually now the default. The items change from game to game, but the core concept is there. Itemized towards the downtime between Ravages, don't depend on the Ravages. Build sustain and movement speed and skip over blink. Now my build was originally Echo Saber and Solar Crest, because of course it was, but with the Soul Ring changes now giving 6 strength, you can start on lane with 2 gauntlets and just soak up damage like a champ. The pro build right now is either Arcades or phase Soul Ring into drums, and any utility item you need, and I'm totally okay with that. With drums, phase, and the movement speed talent, you sorta don't even need blink to keep up with people. If you know you're going Ags, plan ahead and get the 80 gush damage and -4 gush armor talents instead, but other than that, just go with what you like. Tide's great. Sorta sucks that his 250 damage talent's now at level 25 though. And here we go. 50 or so heroes and over 3/4 of an hour of content later, we're at Wraith King. It's hard, man, playing him. It always has been. I couldn't play Wraith King for years after we replaced Skeleton King. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And then I slowly weaned myself onto him, and I've loved him ever since. But there's always that reminder in the back of my mind that he replaced my good friend Skeleton King, my one true king. And now that he summons skeletons, it just hurts, you know? But other than that, far out, this ability is great. Not that useful other than in the early game or split pushing, but great nonetheless. There's a problem in that my build with Phase and Radiance means we actually kill creeps too fast. But I'm sure you've heard of it, and I'll quickly touch on a different sort of build, Treads and Crit. But not Mortal Strike, Wraith King's innate crit, Crystallis. For those who don't know, Wraith King's innate crit is hard-coded into every crit item that Wraith King can get. It's probably just bad programming, but all crits that Wraith King performs with Mortal Strike leveled up become Mortal Strike crits, even if the actual thing that procced was Daedalus or Bloodthorn. So now we have the potential to rush an early game item the same price as Midas, with a massive late game impact like Midas but in a different way, that also helps us farm like Midas but in a different way. With crit we can burn through Drungle creeps at a crazy speed even without a single damage item, because Mortal Strike's crits insta-kill them. Every single time we have Mortal Strike off cooldown, we'll also have maxed out charges for maximum skeletons because we've gotten so many crits in the downtime, which then also speeds up farming. Basically they're great. They're sort of extremely dumb and die really fast, considering they're not even alive in the first place. So just use them outside of teamfights. Push away, farm a jungle. For efficiency, kill the big creep, then summon the skeletons to finish off the creep while you walk to the next one. Skeletons will always target the next closest visible unit, so make sure that that's another camp, and not the actual creeps on the lane, or a hero that they then chase down until they die. And that's pretty much it. If you want to see any of this in action, especially the Crystallis Wraith King thing, watch my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/edgeco 3 or 4 times a week, I don't know. But other than that, we're all done. See you all in a couple of weeks when 708 comes out. Hi there. If you wanted to watch this video in an actual timely manner when it was actually relevant, try checking out my Patreon page. Most of the videos are uploaded 2-3 days, maybe even 3 months before they actually go up on this channel. That was a one-time thing though, it's probably not going to happen again, I just forgot about it. But here are the list of Patreon pledges, or pledge lords if you will, but perhaps, just like, think it over. Anyway, thank you very much to Chris 1996, Freekill, Foxy fucking Loxley, Lucas Kukon, Michael Robb, Mine Siege Towers, Official Bruni TV, The Adam Sandler Attack Grab, Asbestos, Azure, Just Let Your Husband Play Dota, I agree, Bow Wow, Edge? I sponsor myself, I think. Jeff Miller, haha, I saw these guides a whole day ago. Ich fressen Arsch? I don't know French. Kim Nelson, Mr. Magic aka The Tones, Mr. Revolute, Shadow Sweetheart, Tifetu, 11, Apache Murray wearing a headwear, neckwear, nicknamed as Hackcrafter, Ashen Rabbit, Big Old Mean Eric made me lose with the shitty Dark Willow Guide, Carbon Bond, Christian Rudder, Cody Rich is a little shit, Don't Do Vegetables, Sand Drugs and Eat School, Emmy Dies Alone, English Breakfast Tea, Exato, Freedom Malacor, Grumman, Hi, I'm Eric and I'm a filthy fucking slag first picker, John Connor, Jolly Jew Giant, King Gizzard and the Shitty Wizard, Leon Silver, Leonard, Tsunami Shadow, Milocon, Mr. Willie, Neutral Platonic Land Brace, Vertebrate, Orange Filter Sky, Procrastination Studios, Bro S, Puneath P, Raphael Silver, Rhett Mitchell, RJ shouldn't have to play position 5 every game, Ryan Webb, Rugu Mafleur, Shiva's Guard, Scar, Sniper Leg Lamb on the side, Fritz Sorenok, Taco Boomdog, Thomas Langley, Toby64, Tugs Big Boat, Wazer 107, Yebus McGee, and, well, I mean, that's it. This is the rest too, but again, they paid a specific amount specifically to not get mentioned. There they go. Alright, bye.